All right guys, I've got you another haul video. This time it is some gems I picked up for spring and summer from fragrance.net.
I finally found what I'm missing, and now you got all my attention. Driving me wild, got me wishing that you were all mine. You're irresistible, so refreshing. You're irresistible, tell the essence. Can feel your energy all over me. Close my eyes and I breathe in. You're irresistible.
Today's episode is proudly brought to you by www.myfragrancesamples.com. Enter our discount code CFR15 to get 15% off. Get a free sample every time you purchase and free domestic shipping. What's up fam, it's Cam and welcome back to CFR. Okay, so today I've got 5 spring and summer fragrances. As you guys may know, I am like a massive fan of like fall and winter fragrances. So as the transitions go, I'll scooch stuff this way and scooch stuff that way. There are a couple of fragrances in here that I've owned before. It's been quite some time for one of them, and then the other actually had a lot of hype back in 2017, and I think that we might be seeing a surge of it again, so I wanted to pick it back up, and let's go ahead and talk about that one. It is John Varvatos Artisan Pure. Now, as a lot of you know, the John Varvatos line is not known for its performance. This little monster right here really surprised me. When I bought it, I did just like I would normally do with a John Varvatos fragrance and just spray because they don't really, perform. Big mistake. This one has some really sharp woods and citrus in here and is by far the best performing John Varvatos Artisan line. Now I'm not saying it's like super crazy beast mode, but you overspray this thing, you will regret it. I can promise you that. I've actually seen a couple people even mention like, oh, it don't perform, you're crazy. As a matter of fact, my buddy over at 5280 Cents, Mike, he actually did a review on this, and there was somebody in the comments like beating him up talking about it doesn't perform. Okay, yeah, right, whatever. It does perform. If you've ever tried it, it does perform. And you should go check out Mike over at 5280 Cents. He's a great dude. He does honest reviews. He has some good content. Go check him out. I'll leave his link below to his channel. So anyway, Mike and I had been talking about this, and it seems like I reviewed this at one time before. I can't remember. I definitely owned it before, but we'll get like a current review or put it in a lineup or something like that. But I do think that this is a really good scent that you can get on the super cheap, especially now. I mean, like when it first came out, it was a little harder to get, at a less expensive price. It seemed like it took a little while longer to get like over to fragrance.net. And it's there now. It's at a song. You can see it on eBay at a song. But all these came from fragrance.net with that 37% off code, so they have that all the time. If if you're looking for it and you ever don't see it, hit me up in the comments. I have a code that works 24/7 to get 37% off to get little gems like this on the super cheap. The original Artisan came out in 2009. As I said, this one come out in 2017. The first 100 bottles of these actually came with John Varvatos' signature on it, and they have had numerous flankers between the original Artisan to the Artisan Pure. They had like the Artisan Blue. They had several different ones. They all smelled great, but had whack performance. This one is very sharp and crisp. And the citruses in here are really nice. The woods that are in here are really nice. And it has a really nice note of petitgrain. And as I said, you'll definitely be seeing this at some point soon to actually give you a little bit more information on it. Next fragrance actually gets a little bit of shine taken away from it because its cousin that is being discontinued seems to get all the attention, and I'm talking about Gauri Aqua. Now, of course, the orange one is the Aqua Amara that you guys see all over the place all the time, have been for a couple years now, especially here lately. Thank you, George, for that. So I've actually owned Aqua Amara Marine, which I actually bought because, I mean, it was a weird reason. You know, we buy fragrances for weird reasons, but I remember Will Smith said somewhere that he wore that fragrance. So I was like, I want to smell like Will Smith. It's a nice fragrance, but this one actually is better to me. I like this one better than the Aqua Marine. And of course, because I like mandarin notes, I like the Aqua Amara, but you know what? More rumors flying around about it being discontinued. If you guys have been with me since day one, I know there's a couple of you out there that have. I mentioned that in the very first review that was ever filmed, the Aqua Amara was being discontinued. Here we are, like well over a year now, and there's talk about it being discontinued again. I've actually talked to some subscribers that said like it is next to impossible to get their hands on it over in Europe and different places like that. It is still available here in the United States, so that might be one, you know, if you like, you might want to grab it, get a backup bottle or whatever. But the Aqua is extremely nice. It's very clean. It's got decent performance, and it's a little cheap gem for sure. And of course, you know, you got good atomizer, and pretty much this whole line, I don't remember the Marine having like excellent, you know, like projection and performance, but this one's super clean. It's got kind of like a shower gel vibe, as you know, like most blue fragrances. I don't know if this would actually be considered like a blue fragrance, but it definitely leans in that direction for sure. I would say that the performance is better than average on this. It's masculine, it's aquatic, it's just gonna be exactly what you're gonna wanna wear, especially like when the heat starts going up. This is a lot of people's favorite. Actually, I think this is the best selling out of the line. Actually, if you even go to like Bulgari's website, you will not see Aqua Amara. You will see this one, you'll see the Marine, and you'll see one other one. This one is actually Aqua pour Homme, so let me stand corrected on that. But I actually was trying to get a little more information about this, and you know, nothing doing. I'm not trying to spend a bunch of time on a haul video to begin with, so I may whip this one back out for a full review, but if you haven't checked this one out, this is one I'm looking forward to wearing. Next one up is actually a flanker that surpasses the OG in my personal opinion. It is a very popular spring and summer fragrance. It is Dolce & Gabbana's light blue, but this one is the Intense. The Intense is much better than the light blue in my opinion. That has, you know, it's brighter, it has more depth, it performs better, it gives, you know, better scent bubble, you know, lasts longer. This one is really, really good. It's got like kind of like a bitter grapefruit note on the top, but this one just smells like summertime. You know, think waves, women, heat, everything. This one's really nice. And it's also like, you know, like super mass appealing, super easy to wear. Daytime scent, office scent. This is not gonna be something that, you know, like is gonna be like for dressed up or anything like that. You could probably get away with like a, you know, like a casual date night, you know, especially like if you're at the beach with your girlfriend, you're gonna take her out to eat, you know, you guys are just, you know, rocking out with your shorts and, you know, sandals and stuff like that. This is that type of fragrance, definitely exudes what you want to smell in the summertime. Next one up is actually the best smelling Lacoste fragrance I've ever smelled. This one is Lacoste Lhomme Intense. This one, especially for the money, this is a banger. And it's unique. It's not your run-of-the-mill, just like, you know, some of the Lacoste fragrances, I mean, like I like Lacoste fragrances. There are some that are like, you know, like, not like, ah, wait, super awesome, good. But this one is actually above average. It has above average performance and projection on it. It has some uniqueness to it. It actually has like rhubarb as a top note, which I own a couple of fragrances that have that one, but you definitely get that rhubarb right there off the top, which is very unique. So also in the top, other than rhubarb, you're gonna have some quince and some mandarin. Then in the mid, you're gonna get a pop of ginger mixed with some jasmine and black pepper. And then in the base, you're gonna get some vetiver, cedarwood, vanilla, and musk. You also get a hint of that vetiver, you know, all the way through. That's one of the notes that you'll pick up. That is a base note that will be in the mids and in the top, but it's really nicely blended with that unique rhubarb in here. So this is a very unique fragrance from the brand Lacoste. Very unique fragrance on the cheap. Great fragrance to be wearing for spring and summer. You could also get away with wearing this as a signature scent, fall, winter, but I think I would enjoy this more in the warmer months. Okay, last one is going to be the most expensive out of the lot, but they do have them in smaller bottles, and that's something else that I've actually talked to people about. First of all, sample before you buy if you can. If you're gonna blind buy, you know, and you see like a good deal, buy the smaller bottles. So I got the smaller bottle of the 2015 release from Christian Dior. This one is Eau Sauvage. So this one to me, it just opens with kind of a bittersweet opening that has more of a contemporary twist on a barbershop-esque type fragrance. I like this one a lot. You've got some really pretty citrus on the top with the bergamot and mandarin. And then you also get a little bit of that bitterness from the grapefruit. Then as it dries down, you're gonna get that pink pepper and Gabbana and vetiver. Super fresh and inviting, slightly bitter, mass appealing, sexy as all get out. Women actually love this. I am not a huge barbershop fragrance fan, but this is one that I actually really, really dig. Extremely sexy, mass appealing, and compliments, but the downside to this one is the performance is maybe average. I've heard people say below average, so I can understand where this one would probably peter out on people a little bit quicker, but I also have heard people say that, you know, they might get 7, maybe 8 hours. I think this one pretty much did its job for maybe 6 hours maybe on me. So, you know, it just depends. If you're gonna be out and about, think about it. This is one that I would take on vacation with me. So if you're going to go out after you've been swimming by the pool at the beach or whatever, you don't need to be beast mode all day. And that's something that I see a lot. You know, people oh, performance sucks, performance sucks, performance sucks. Not every fragrance is designed to be beast mode. And that is coming from somebody who loves beast mode fragrances. There are some fragrances that need to be subtle. There are some that need to be tucked in. Not every fragrance needs to be punching people in the face when you walk in. If you want a fragrance that's dialed back, that smells very, very classy and masculine, I would highly suggest this gem. I have worn this one a few times and I've already had some really good results. So I am looking forward to giving you guys a full review on this one for sure. So that's my fragrance haul. We will get these out as single reviews or in some sort of lineup. The way that I did these, you know, I spent a little more time on them than your average haul video, but I want to give you guys a little bit of information just in case if you missed the full review or miss it in a lineup or however it is it winds up going down. But just know that your boy is scooping up some spring and summer fragrances for you to let you know if they're worth getting or not. And I knew enough about these. I just wasn't gonna go in blindly and buy these. Great picks. I'm looking forward to wearing this spring and summer. Until next time, be disruptive, wear what you want, when you want, have fun. Make sure that you're subscribed to Carolina Fragrance Reviews, activate that notifications bell, smash that like button, leave us some comments down below. We'll see you next time on Carolina Fragrance Reviews.
Set me onto you.